Hey guys, how's it going? Thad here with Iowa Budget RC. And so this will be our next project. This is kind of a combination of Falcons, I guess. Originally this whole thing started with my friend Keith over at RC Icons. If you don't know who Keith is, go check out our RC Icons channel. Awesome channel. Great bunch of vintage stuff on there, and I think you'll really like it. But he did a triple Falcon giveaway where he built 3 Falcons, gave all 3 of them away, and he had a bunch of extra parts. Before he even had the extra parts, he had this body which came off of one of them, and we were calling it Pinky and kind of joking around, and I said, well, I kind of like that, you know. It has the retro look. Let me turn my light off here and see if that, there we go. So it's got the retro look to it, you know, and with the pink and the purple and the yellow, it just has that 90s look, or 80s look, I should say. So lo and behold, one day I get a package in the mail, and Keith had sent me this. So it's really cool, actually. It's got the driver figure in there, and it says Frantic Freddy, but I'm calling it a girl and saying that it's Pinky Tuscadero from Happy Days. Some of you people might not know what the hell I'm talking about, but that was Fonzie's girlfriend on Happy Days. And so this body is actually in really good shape, and I want to keep it that way. So after Keith sent me this, he said he was going to send me the cast-off parts that were left over from his Falcon build. So I wasn't sure what all I would get. I knew I was getting a chassis and some transmission parts and whatever. So I started searching on Evil Bay, and this has been months ago, way before Christmas, and I found this one. And obviously it's, you know, held together with sheet metal screws, whatever, but it's all there. And came with these really cool aftermarket tires on the wheels, which I really like, and I will be using these. Had all 4 of the oil-filled shocks. I don't think any of them have oil left in them. They might. I definitely not. That one won't even hardly return. If it does have oil, it's really, really thick. Did not have a motor. And sadly, this side, the whatever you call this piece, the spindle, and the shock tower is broken. And so I have these parts to fix this from Keith. So what my plan is since I have pretty much a whole Falcon here, I'm going to go through this one, and you can see the bottom of it's actually not in too bad a shape. I'm gonna have to do something about these stupid sheet metal screws that they've got in there. But since I've got a pretty complete Falcon here, my plan is to get this one together, and this will probably be a shelf queen with this body and everything. The chassis, because the chassis is pretty darn nice. Oh, there's no wheel adapter, that's why it's like that. These had these funky like crawler type brass wheel nuts on a couple of them. That one has it, and I think this front wheel, and no, that back wheel is normal. But sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. My dogs are outside barking. Okay, back at it. So my plan is to put this one together, and it'll be with Pinky here, and this will be pretty much a shelf queen body. I don't even know that I'll put a motor in it. If I do, I don't know. I might, but yeah, I mean, look, this thing's in pretty darn good shape. And we all know that the bulkheads like to break on these. And everything seems pretty legit. The back arms seem to be in good shape, although the shocks are stiff. So we'll go through that kind of stuff and do that. Poor car. But I have, I think, just about enough between what Keith gave me and what I bought to build another Falcon that's going to be a runner. And Adam, over at Adam's Playground, just got a Falcon that he, from Brice over at Jacko Trades. And if you don't know who Adam's Playground is or Jacko Trades, go check both of them out. Both great channels. Anyway, so Adam messaged me and said, hey, I've got a spare Falcon body I'll send you if you want to send me whatever parts you're not going to use. He got a bunch of 3D printed stuff from Brice and wants to build another one with those 3D printed parts. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little exchange. So when I get all of this situated, whatever I do with this one and whatever I do with the rest of the parts, Adam's going to get the rest of it. I'm going to keep the box and whatever, but Adam's going to get the rest of it. So if I have enough to restore 2 Falcons or make 2 Falcons out of this, I'm going to. This one, like I say, is in pretty darn good shape chassis wise. So I know I have one that's in that box that's a little more scratched up, but I think is still better. And then there's one really, really good chassis. So Adam's going to have to decide which one he wants, whatever. That's fine. We'll go through that. But Pinky is going to live on and be restored. And then this one here, since Keith, and all the parts that Keith sent me, he sent me original decals. And so with all the decals that are in there, I should be able to make up original paint scheme Falcon here out of this Team Blue Groove body. Speaking of Team Blue Groove, this thing is really, really nice. The Lexan is much thicker than the factory Tamiya Lexan, and just it feels really good. So anyway, oh yeah, Adam also sent me a spare driver, which I'm gonna do a red, white, and blue like stars and stripes kind of helmet. Too, and yeah. So let me grab the box and we'll see what all we got in there. All right, so here we've got an original Falcon box that Keith sent me, and this is what he sent all the parts on or in, and this is heavy. There's a ton of stuff in here. So I just wanted to show the box, because how cool is that to have an original Falcon box with the original box art on it. Pretty sweet. So, oh, battery's charged. So I'm gonna take the lid off this box and let's see what's inside here. All right, we've got a ton of stuff in here. So I know that we have one good set of wheels and tires out of everything, like one full good set. Couple that need some work. And there's 2 different types of front wheels here too, if I remember correctly. These have these little reinforcement pieces on the back, and these do not. So you guys tell me, are these original Falcon? Are these Grasshopper 2 that have been dyed? What's the deal there? Because I've got 2 of those, and then you know, the wheels all kind of chewed up on most of them, but for a runner, doesn't really matter. We've got this chassis here, which is kind of scraped up, but the chassis itself seems to be in pretty good shape. We've got another chassis here, which this one is not as scraped up on the bottom, and still in good shape. No cracks or nothing in the where the bulkhead mounts. We've got another chassis that's full of parts here, and I think this one is no, this one is the most scratched one out of all of them. So, you know, what to make a runner out of? Who knows? You know, I don't know. Oh, there's another front tire. So, and another front tire. Wow, there's all kinds of them coming out my rear here. So we've got all kinds of parts for this thing. So this is kind of the bag of stuff that Keith sent me. All the yellow parts, the gearbox parts. I do have, let's see, I bought some new old stock gears just in case I needed them. That's a black can, or black Inbel Mabuchi. I think this one's okay. There's one of them that's okay and one of them that's junk. I might have threw the junk one away. I did pick up this CRP bulkhead support, a set of Team JB bearings. Here's a shock tower. It's got a brake to it, but we may be able to fix that. Here's, what was that? Oh, that's the screw pins. Here's some CRP axles. So, you know, we've got enough here. So between what I have, if I can make 2 cars, I'm going to. Oh, here's all, or most of the original decals. The Krager and the Pennzoil and all that. And I'm really excited to have all that stuff. Not even sure what the heck. That must be a parts tree of some sort. Here is one of the rear arms. That one's not cracked, so that one's okay. Another rear arm, not cracked, so that one's okay. Now, I believe this is one of the front ones, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so with what I've got, oh, there's another shock tower that's not broken. With what I've got, we should be able to, another drive cup. Jeez. It's been a while since I looked in here. And the best part, we've got a Falcon manual. So anyway, back to what I was saying. With what I've got, I know I can make at least one good, complete Falcon. This one doesn't need much, and I think we can get her back to running. I might have to do, because I don't know about the shock towers, I might have to do, which one is this? Okay, that's that side. So the one that I need is the not broken one that's in here, which is right here and looks to be in decent shape. None of that's cracked, so that's good. Not cracked up here. So, yeah, my goal is to make at least one good runner. If I can make 2 out of it, I will. If not, then I will keep what I think I need for spare parts and send the rest on to Adam for to have him build another one. I will definitely paint up that body in the original style, so it will be box art. And then Pinky will be the Shelf Queen body. But how cool, I mean, we got all the radio tags and all that stuff in here, in the box. So that's going to be the next upcoming project on the channel. Then after that, I'm going to, I wasn't going to do the Radio Shack Golden Arrow, but since I got the Marui, I want to go ahead and get that body fixed on that thing, get it put back together, get it restored, and find a place on the shelf for it, and that's where it's going to stay. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more on the Falcon. This one's in good but sad shape right now, so we will get her all fixed up, and maybe even make 2 cars. Maybe I can talk to Brice over at Jacko Trades and see if he could 3D print me some stuff, because I don't have a 3D printer, and make 1 killer Falcon and 1 shelf queen or whatever. But anyway, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Have a great day.